can be compared to other curricula all over the world. It is the implementation that is causing the problem, and also student factors. So I'll not agree with the person at all.
What is the problem with implementation?
Most teachers are overburdened, especially with the class size. Normally, if you're able to handle 20 to 25 pupils at the basic level, concept assimilation and accommodation is very easy. But if you have about 70 pupils, you can't attend to all of them. Now, if you go to the US, it's the same real number system we are teaching here. So I don't understand maybe the one who put up that concern that our curriculum is not the best.
What he said was that it's copied from elsewhere, and that he felt that it might be suitable for the US and the UK and wherever. But when it comes to Ghana and the resources available to the teachers, the class sizes, and the students' ability to understand what is taught, perhaps there should be a curriculum which is better suited for our present challenges, if you like, and resources available.
Now, mathematics learning is all about discipline. If you are not disciplined student, you can never get a concept. Mathematics has so many rules. So students need to have continuous practice. If the person who set out that write-up is claiming that you have to try and maybe tailor it to Ghanaian context, we have curriculum adaptation and adaptation. Perhaps we can go for both. But as I said earlier, mathematics concepts, like Plato normally says, they are unique. They don't change just like that. In our textbooks, we have Ghanaian context in the textbooks, so there's nothing wrong with the curriculum.
Do we have an adequate number of mathematics teachers in the system?
Yes, of course, we have a lot, but data shows that some of them have not been posted. So you may have problems around deprived areas, having maybe one mathematics teacher teaching senior high school Form 1 to 3, and the person will be burdened.
But then there are others who have not yet been posted.
Yes, please.
Do you know what's accounting for this?
Normally it's clearance, government clearance. And as the minister promised, they are going to employ more teachers so that if we have the class size is being reduced and teachers have enough time, the contact hours, procedural understanding is as good as conceptual understanding. So if somebody is teaching concept and the learner is not getting the procedure very well, there will be a lot of issues. But sometimes we normally don't discuss one major factor. That's the examining body. All of us always look at either the parent, the student, the government, the environment. But the examining body also has some to explain.
Are you talking about WASI?
I'm talking about the examining body. That's WAEC.
WAEC. What exactly is the challenge with WAEC?
Now, one may ask, how often do they norm their items?
How often do they what?
Be able to norming of test items, meaning the items have to be piloted on a larger sample to see the performance and see whether the items discriminate between the high and low performance before you can administer the item. So the items may not be plausible for a particular batch. That may also cause some kind of mass failures when it comes to us, for example.
You said the items may not be suitable for a particular batch. Can you explain that further?
Yes. For example, if items are normed very well and the items discriminate between high performance and low performance. Everybody within the normal distribution curve can have a well-structured item to answer. And when you look at even the trend, you realize that if WAEC has items on construction, graph work, performance within the WASI space is okay. But if items move to problem solving, trying to translate word problems to mathematical formulas, that's where students have problems. So we have to sit and look at items norming. I'm sure they do, but they have to maybe look at the items before they are administered.
And when you say items, you mean the exam questions?
Yes, please.
All right. Now, if the exam questions are based on the curriculum, should it be a problem? Because the questions are set based on what the students are taught in class. Is that correct?
Yes, but that's correct. But we have item difficulty levels. So if you are teaching probability at senior high school level will be different from a first degree person who is undertaking either pure maths or applied mathematics or mathematics education. So it doesn't mean that once it is from the curriculum, that's what they are supposed to be.
Are you suggesting that maybe it's possible that the exam questions set by WAEC could be at a high difficulty level, making it difficult for our students to write and pass well?
Yeah, but not entirely. That's why I said earlier on that if the norming is done very well, the items are normed well, and it can differentiate between or discriminate between high performing students and also low performing students. The majority of candidates can answer. But if it is skewed, then that's where we see some performing abysmally, especially this year's results as WAEC has released.
Well, let's talk about the problem from the student's point of view. You mentioned earlier that the teacher-to-student ratio could be one of the factors which cause difficulty for students to understand. Now, more and more, we have more children entering the senior high school system, and we will continue to have higher numbers. Is there a teaching method, other than the standing in front of the class and teaching on the chalkboard method, which we are accustomed to, that teachers can incorporate to help the students understand the subject better?
Yes, now we have the constructivist approach, and most often teachers don't want to go by that approach because it's time consuming.
Can you tell us what the approach looks like? What does that approach look like?
The learner is at the center of instruction. So as you put it, the teacher will not stand in front and be having 2x equals to this. The learner is involved, and there is a lot of engagement between the teacher who will serve as a facilitator, and the learners will not be passive listeners. They will be involved in the teaching and learning processes. And if it comes to even problem solving, we have models that anybody who has undergone undergraduate mathematics education training will know about the George Poyer's model of problem solving. Then we have the Schoenfeld and the Mason rubrics. They are there. But if you want to incorporate that, it's time consuming. And the curriculum somehow has some content overload, and we have limited time of implementation. And coupled with extracurricular activity, sometimes the whole week is for sports. There's no contact hours for example, mathematics teaching.
And I've seen videos from some private schools which adopt this approach. I've seen, some classroom situations like that. And from your experience, that is highly likely to generate better grades than what we are currently seeing. Is there anything that...
Yes, no.
the Ministry of Education or the government can do to make this possible in our schools?
Yes, now that's investment in continuous professional development. And if you look at the way mathematics has evolved, we talk about the content knowledge, the pedagogical knowledge, they have the pedagogical content knowledge. But because technology is coming in, teachers need to be trained in the TPAC model of handling concepts. That's technological, pedagogical, content knowledge, technological content knowledge. So you have to look at the best technology that can help teachers learn how to integrate technology in trying to explain some concept. If you pick even the foundational skills that learners are supposed to have, it starts from the basic school, from KG to. So if the foundation is wrong, for example, you can't make sense of numbers, then there's no way you can build on higher advanced concepts.
It would appear that a lot of children or our learners cannot make sense of numbers. I mean, when I was younger, I remember this mental that our teachers would do. You know, early in the morning, they come and then they ask you 25 times 100. And then, you know, you just have to quickly calculate and then, I don't know, produce the answer. It was difficult. But over time, I realized that, well, people were doing well. I never got to that point. I'm not even going to pretend. But it's a method like that helpful. I see elsewhere in videos we watch of Chinese and Japanese students and so on, doing this thing they call, is it abacus?
Yes, sure. Abacus.
Abacus, where, you know, the students are able to very quickly calculate and multiply numbers and produce answers within seconds of when they are asked. Is this also a special kind of learning method? What do you think about it?
That's normally used for drill kind of teaching. So if you pick the rote learning, it's not entirely wrong as a teacher to intersperse constructivist approach with rote kind of method of teaching, where students have to memorize some concepts. Rote learning is just repetition of facts to learn concepts. So if that can help in teaching a particular concept, you do that. Then you can now bring in the constructive approach where you will be the facilitator. After teaching learners, you have to give a lot of differentiated assessment. Sometimes we just give a holistic assessment for all our learners. That can also give learners some kind of problem in terms of those who are high achievers and those who are low achievers. And as a mathematics educator, if you are too strict on your learners, that can also bring some dislike for the subject. And continuous practice. If a concept is taught today and you don't engage the learners to practice and continue to practice, memory decay will set in. So that's why, for example, simple tasks for learners to do, 2x equals to 4. Then the learner may say, okay, x equals to 4 minus 2. And because that procedure is wrong, but the answer is correct, the learner thinks that, oh, it must be marked correctly. But the best procedure to have find the value for x is to divide. So as I said earlier on, practicing is the way to go after a concept has been taught.
All right. Now, before you go, I see your Zoom is about to end. I need to ask you this question, which has been plaguing my mind for as long as I can remember. Is mathematics for everyone? Is it possible that there are people who can simply not make sense of numbers and cannot understand mathematics and apply it properly in an exam situation?
Yes, and such students, they need a lot of support. There are some, they are slow learners. And let me just bring in this philosophical perspective. Plato believes that mathematical concepts are unique. And if we are not able to make sense out of them, then we are doomed. The shape that I've been saying, the main perfect shape is there. We are just trying to use, for example, three-sided figure to represent triangle. Plato is saying that if somebody is born, the person might have gotten contact with such concepts. So such students, when you are teaching them, they get it very easy. But some to it will take time, meaning such students, they were not able to have any contact with such concepts during their time of giving birth. So you see in a classroom situation, as a mathematics educator, you must make sure you look at different abilities. Those who are high achievers, you give them higher work. Those who are low achievers, you give them some low standard. Then you bring all of them on board. And we are just trying to be playing the ostriches kind of thing, that mathematics is easy. Yes, it's easy when it is taught very well.
And I'm guessing it's not easy when it's not taught very well. And given all of the challenges that we have spoken about, perhaps it's time we had a broader engagement and conversation on the necessary government interventions needed to better mathematics education in the country from basic level. And in fact, even at the tertiary level, there are many who would avoid mathematics subjects and mathematics related courses with every possible means that they can find. Thank you so much, Prof. We appreciate you joining us on the show this morning. All right. Prof. Appel is an associate professor of mathematics education with University of Education, Winneba. If you have struggled with mathematics in the past, or if you have a child who is currently struggling with mathematics, I hope this conversation somehow helped you. Now let's cash out another mathematics equation here. Many numbers and we have to choose one. Here we go. If your phone number is Telecel or MTN and you cashed out this morning, and your number is 0246928 ****. Congratulations, please check your Momo wallet. You've got 1,000 Ghana cedis, which has just landed in your account this morning. Now, if it's your birthday today, we're wishing you a very happy birthday. But first, let's celebrate the Christmas holidays like never before. Book 2 nights and get 1 night absolutely free. And this is possible by kind courtesy this hotel, which I'll share with you in a moment. We've got meals for you for free and so much more. All right, it's all inclusive, starting at 4,500 Ghana cedis per night. All right, all this information and more available to you if you join us at the Maha Beach Resort from this time till the end of year. Please give us a call on 054 012 4114 or WhatsApp us on 050 157 0684. If it's your birthday today, we're wishing you a very happy birthday. To Pastor Mike, God bless you, from Ray. Also, birthday wishes going out to Vida and Sa, wishing you long life and prosperity, from Sister Pearl. Also, birthday wishes going out to Ambrose Selom Asamoah, wishing you God's peace, amen. To Lancelot Aduma Jima, happy birthday to you, little man. God bless you. Mrs. Diane Osei Bofa, happy birthday to you.
Barbara Dede Ansa of Amanfrom, happy birthday to you. GBC Engineering. Governor Jonathan, from all your loved ones, happy birthday to you, sir. Naya Boafo Afo, happy birthday to you, from your family, young lady. Caris Nanaya Amenia Osafo Tenkwine, God bless you, happy birthday to you, young lady. Alfred Amu Yeboa, God bless you, from Abiam and the family. Oh, DJ Abiam. Shadrach, may God bless you and grant you long life and prosperity. Enjoy your new age. Samuel Vube Eru, may your day be filled with laughter. God bless you from Mommy and Daddy. Mrs. Ajay, happy birthday to you, ma'am. Vida Ansan of Jasekai, happy birthday to you. AC Wilson, Chiquitita, oh, nice name. Happy birthday to you, ma'am. Well, that's our show for today.
Yes.
Myself,
Yes,
Na,
yes,
and Roland, thank you for joining us. See you tomorrow.